The President has called Robert Kennedy to confer on Alabama and civil rights. Across the United States, pressures are rising for the President to speak out for racial equality as a moral issue. But a strong speech could cost the President Southern support for new civil rights legislation he would like to have.
Okay, let's get started now.
The President must decide whether or not to speak out anyway in a nationwide TV address.
Next question, which we can take up now, Mr. President, whether you're going to make a nationwide TV address in connection with sending up the message.
I didn't think so. It just really depends on whether we have something trouble on the university, then I would, but otherwise I didn't think that we would at this point.
I think it'd be helpful. I think it's a reason to do it. I think you could talk about the legislation and talk about employment and talk about education. To do it for 15 minutes, I think would alleviate a lot of problems.
Well, if we could do it, I suppose we could do it. I don't think we want to do it a half hour.
I think it would take away a lot of the problems that we're having at the present time.
It's going to be helpful to legislate.
You mean in the legislature?
Is it going to be helpful to bring about an enactment of this legislation?
Yeah. Because I think he's going to come across reasonable and understanding. And
he's going to make a speech and nothing's going to happen, I would presume.
No, but he's going to introduce the legislation. Well, I think he can say that. They're going to have some difficulties and then describe the fact that we're going to have problems during this summer. We hope that the fact that we're making this kind of effort at the federal level, that Negroes would understand their responsibilities. And
yeah, I don't...
Legislative is going to hurt much more.
Why?
I think you get to the real nothing of this thing on the Hill, and that's when you may want to do this.
Well, then you're going to have... That's not going to be September, October, November. I don't think you can get by now without having an address on television, at least during this period of time, giving some direction and having it in the hands of the President.
Well, anyway, let's pass on now. I think that we're going to get something ready anyway, because it may be that tomorrow.
Well, we got a draft which doesn't fit all these points, but it's something to work with, and there's some pretty good sentences and paragraphs.
All right. We're going to be, and it'll help us get ready anyway, because we may want to do it tomorrow. Okay.